Fire for your mind. Kosher clinician. Hit that like button and share this stream if you're not a beta male.
Him, but he kept doing this. Blackfish, purple fish, purple fish, red fish, red fish, blue fish, blue fish, simp fish.
Fire for your mind. Kosher clinician.
She's beautiful. She's light-skinned. Long hair, like a brown color. She's beautiful, man.
We're going to get you some clarity. We're going to look into this for you. But one thing, you can't send her any money.
Why not? I mean, I've been doing it. So it wouldn't affect, I'm just saying it wouldn't affect me like that. I can't send you actual pictures that I take right now. I can't FaceTime you. Things I can't do in the military because of our security level.
What's up, Seekers? Welcome back to another episode of Scamfish presented by socialcatfish.com.
In December, we're supposed to meet. There's no other setback. Can't be. The military doesn't do that. They don't hold you somewhere for 3 years and don't let you go home.
In today's episode, we help.
We're getting married. Well, I'm Steve, and I'm aged 80.
Marianne, I'm from Colombia and I'm 22 years old. I'm on a 90-day visa to marry Simon.
His name's Steve.
Steve. I think he is about 42 years old.
Well, we're just waiting for my wife to arrive. Yeah, well, my kids don't think she's going to come, but I told them she's got the visa. We wouldn't have gone through all that business if she wasn't going to come. So she's come over here on a fiancé visa, and under the immigration rules, we have 90 days in which to get married. There she is.
I ran up a check, I might do it again. Enemies close, had me thinking they're friends. 10 toes down, I'll be free until the end. Crib outside the city, I don't feel safe in my hands. Took so many years, I'm just waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up, I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up, I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what.
Modern women got mad at her after she said this about money.
The minute that you start to mention money to a man that doesn't even know you, even if you've gone on one date, the minute that you start talking about how you're short on your rent, or your tire just blew out on your car, or you really need to pay this bill, you have immediately disqualified yourself from being seen as someone that he would take serious. You have immediately shifted yourself into, oh, this is the fun girl. Oh, this is prostitution. Oh, this is something I could buy. You don't even know that you're doing that. So if this is a man that you actually like, now is not the time for you to be like, oh, can you please help me pay my rent?
But
Get
a
a
man
job.
can ask for some coochie the night of. Yeah, he can
I have
smash.
never had that experience.
Shut up.
I have never had that experience.
That's
I
crazy.
literally, in my entire life, I've never had a man that felt like, oh, we're going to have sex after dinner. What?
I ain't gonna say
That
he was
comes with how you
assertive
carry
with it, but it's the
yourself.
insinuation.
No,
I think men are allowed to be hopeful. Of course, I want to smash on the first date, but how everyone carries themselves is how the night gonna go.
you know, I think that if you go on the first night, you probably will not. Can it happen? Yes, there are exceptions to the rule. Will you be connected to this man? Is this going to be a relationship? Are you about to be his wife? No. Because if you'll go for him on the first night, that man in the back of his mind is thinking about how you gonna go with somebody else on the first night. He's not going to value you the same. I promise you. For the majority. Not that there are exceptions to the rule. Most of us are not
the exception.
the exception.
Nigga ass, loser ass nigga.
Your video with comments about a
He's a
certain
loser.
other female.
Just to let you niggas know, we don't need y'all. We want y'all, but we don't need you.
20 years later.
Our black men, we want all y'all back. Because we love you, we see you, kings. And most importantly, we need you. And most importantly, we need you.
And most importantly, we need you.
You can't. If you a that's for the street. You can't delete the ski. You can't delete the ski.
Fire! Culture, clinician.
If it ain't seven, it ain't culture. Heaven and hell, that's what they told you. Real men put the strap down and we can toss them. Young heads picking back up and young dolphins. This is our culture. Now we talking kosher. Clinician, masculinity issues. Absent fathers who miss you. Mama drama don't kiss you. All a part of the ritual. This is how they get you. Separate the men, women, clipping babies pretend to. Damn. Lovers, haters, acting like vultures. If it ain't seven, it ain't kosher. If it ain't kosher, ain't right, gotta divorce us. If it ain't seven, it ain't kosher. If it ain't kosher, ain't right, gotta divorce us. If it ain't seven, it ain't kosher. If it ain't kosher, ain't right, gotta divorce us. This is kosher condition. Seven wonders, the whole world gotta listen. This is kosher condition. Seven wonders, the whole world gotta listen. This is kosher condition. Seven wonders, the whole world gotta listen. This is kosher condition. Seven wonders, the whole world gotta listen. Listen. Listen.
All right, guys. Thank y'all for the three that are watching. And do me a favor, guys. Share this stream. Hit the like button. And let's get into it. Because, guys, masculinity is expensive. You haven't got your shirt? Get your masculinity is expensive t-shirt. Because this is going to be another classic. I did a master class the last time I did a show. And the master class was more or less centered on male sovereignty. And a lot of men are not sovereign men. They're not sovereign at all. They're compromised. And you're going to see strategically how this man not only is compromised, but this man is a simp fish. He fell for the hype. He became a sucker of love. And he became a victim of a condition called carnal hypergamy, a term that I created.
Tears.
Yeah, he became a victim of carnal hypergamy. He thought that the woman that he was dealing with was real and that he was going to have nostalgia of love. And that's why I told you, men, before several times in the past, and even so now, do not be a sucker of love. Don't be a victim of a drug called love. Because once you become a victim of a drug called love, it's hard to get out of that love comatose. And when men are in love, they do some irrational things for that emotion called love. Now, let me re-explain and reassert myself. I've said it several times, I'm going to say it again. You always love a woman within reason, but you don't love a woman outside of rationality. You don't love a woman more than you love yourself. And in this economy, giving your time, your money, and your attention away for free, it can be strongly problematic. And I've said before in the past shows years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, if you're a broken man in America, you'll be a broken man abroad. Some men are still slaves to the drug called love. And because of that, they become victims of a term that I created. I call it a simp fish. Black fish, red fish, purple fish, blue fish, simp fish. I know I sound like Doctor Who, but that's a little rhymes I created. Because a lot of men have been simp fished. They've been simp fished because they're still blinded by the feeling called love. Women are beautiful commodities. And a good woman can be an asset to your life. But sadly, we live in a world where there's hyperinflation and there's hoflation. And when you got hyperinflation on one end and hoflation on the other end, it can lead to a mental health crisis if you're not grounded and centered. Now, to those that are listening, this is edutainment. This is edutainment, meaning I'm going to blend clinical concepts with urban topics. So this is edutainment. This is not meant to diagnose anything or anyone, but it is edutainment. Seeing a man fall blinded by the feeling called love is amusing on one end, but it's shocking that so many men give their power away over that feeling. And sadly, a lot of men, their desire for love many times supersede their rationality. It supersedes logic. It supersedes common sense. And the man that we're about to look at in this reaction was a victim of being a simp fish. Once again, black fish is what he's going to become next. Black fish, red fish, purple fish, blue fish, delusional fish, simp fish. He's a simp fish because he got trapped or caught by the love bug. And some might say, oh, he don't believe in love. Oh, I do believe in love, but I don't believe in love to the point that you lose your common sense. And a lot of men are slaves to that. They're vulnerable to love because most men have to earn their way into a woman's life. And a lot of times in those scenarios, that man becomes a simp fish. He's a simp fish. Some of you are simp fishes. Some of you have been simp fished by a catfish, but you also psychologically have been simp fished. And so we're going to look at how irrational this man is, but this goes back to what I was talking about last week about being compromised. Compromised male is totally different than a sovereign male. Men go from being compromised to evolving. Most men are compromised. I would say the majority of American men are compromised. Some are evolving. And then the sovereign males are very rare, in my opinion. And so these are three terms that I created. If you hear anybody talk about the compromised male or the evolving male, the sovereign male, know they got it from me. But it's important to talk about these topics, guys, because I want you guys to understand and know that you have power over this mental psychosis or this mental comatose, or what I call the love comatose. So let's get into it as I play the intro again, and then we're going to review this video off of Catfish. So guys, do me a favor, hit the like button, share this stream, and also donate to the channel if you like. All right?
Warn him, but he kept doing this. Black fish, purple fish, red fish, blue fish, bluefish, simp fish.
Fire for your mind. Culture clinician.
She's beautiful. She's light-skinned, long hair, like a brown color. She's beautiful, man.
And what's so delusional, guys, about dealing with simps is that once a simp get in that simp comatose, it's hard to break a simp out of that simp comatose. A simp will turn on you and try to hurt you when you're trying to help him become free. You ever seen a dog, guys, call up in a fence? You ever seen a dog call in a fence? And a dog that's caught in a fence or caught in a trap, you try to get him out of the trap because you're trying to save him. But that dog will turn on you if you're not careful. He'll turn on you because he's so desperate to get away. You're trying to save him, but he's desperate to get away. And some of you men have been simp fished, but also some of you men are still bluefish. And you got to learn how to swim away from that drama, that nonsense, because what it does, it reduces your ability to be a sovereign man, which is the pinnacle of being a kosher king. Being a sovereign man is the pinnacle of being kosher. Because at that point, you don't care about what anybody say or think. You just do what's best for you. But you're going to see how ridiculous this man is and how this man have severe cognitive dissonance.
We're going to get you some clarity. We're going to look into this for you. But one thing, you can't send her any money.
Why not? I mean, I've been doing it. So it wouldn't affect, I'm just saying it wouldn't.
And this simp is delusional. He said he been doing it. He's a simp fish. Shout out to my man Ray Johnson. That's the homie all the way from the West Coast. Shout out to Ray Johnson for the $25 super chat. Shout out to Ray Johnson for that $25 cash app. He's the #1 sponsor of the stream. Shout out to brother Ray Johnson, as he is the #1 sponsor of the stream. Shout out to brother Ray Johnson for that handsome love offering, that donation, as he's the #1 sponsor of the stream.
It's the money.
Once again, shout out to brother Ray Johnson. He's the #1 sponsor of the stream for the $25 cash app. Don't let brother Ray be the only person. But let's get back into this, because my job is to help you guys evolve and become sovereign kings, or what I call kosher kings. Let's get back into it.
It wouldn't affect me like that. I can't send you actual pictures that I take right now. I can't FaceTime you. Things I can't do in the military because of our security level.
And you know, the sad thing is, this simp fish, all the signs were there. Anybody with common sense will understand and realize and know that something was wrong with this picture. But this man became once again a sucker for love. He came blinded by the feeling called love. He loved this woman more than he loved himself. He had no constitution outside of being validated by a woman. He didn't realize that his masculinity was expensive. Guys, get your shirts, because I can get these printed for you. Masculinity is expensive. Get your masculinity is expensive shirts. Because once you realize that your masculinity is expensive, you will not put yourself in predicaments where you can become a simp fish.
What's up, Seekers? Welcome back to another episode
and shout out
of
to Catfish,
presented by socialcatfish.com.
In December, we're supposed to meet. There's no other setback. Can't be. The military doesn't do that. They don't hold you somewhere for 3 years and don't let you go home.
In today's episode, we're
getting married. Well, I'm...
And here's another old simp. This 80-year-old simp. This 20-year-old Colombian woman want a relationship with him. Some of these men are broken men and delusional. Most women that are 22 years old don't want a man that old. But they are so delusional. Instead of seeing things for what it is, they become suckers for love. They lose their bearings over the feeling called love. They lose insight over the feeling called love. And it leads them into, once again, having what's called a simp comatose. And that simp comatose takes them to being a blackfish. Blackfish, redfish, redfish, purple fish, bluefish, bluefish, delusional fish, simp fish. It's levels to this, man. It's levels to it. They go through all this psychological progression because they don't know what their power is and their worth is, and they don't realize that their masculinity is expensive. You don't ever give your masculinity away for free. You don't give your time away for free. You don't give your resources away for free. You don't reward bad behavior. You make a woman earn her way into your life, just like you have to earn your way into her life. But when you give it away for free, I've had young men tell me in my private practice, and they tell me that the game is so bad now that these men, some of these men, give women cash apps, and they give them cash apps only for them to be in their presence. And that's a sign that that man is compromised. He's a compromised man. He's a compromised man. He's not evolving yet, but he's compromised. Compromised men are totally different than sovereign men. I'm sovereign. And some men, it takes time for them to become a sovereign man. So once again, if you hear anybody talking about the compromised man, evolving man, or sovereign man, they got it from me. It's psychological when you allow female emotions to captivate you to the point that you lose your common sense. That's why I said a man in love is equivalent to being as dangerous as a woman being pregnant. He's impregnated psychologically. She's impregnated physically. A woman is most vulnerable when she's impregnated with the seed of a man. A man is most vulnerable when he's impregnated with the spell or the comatose called love.
Steve, and I'm aged 80.
Marianne, I'm from Colombia and I'm 22 years old. I'm on a 90-day visa to marry a Simon.
His name's Steve.
Steve. I think he is about 42 years old.
Well, we're just waiting for my wife to arrive. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Gregory. Yeah, man. Yeah, I do have to be careful because a lot of them do steal it. They steal my talking points. They don't say anything. They steal it. Don't reference me. I don't mind nobody using it, but at least say, okay, I got this from Kosher. But they'll steal your talking points and act like it's something original they created. Even the term simp fish, that's a new term that I created. Simp fish. Because a lot of men have been simp fish psychologically. And many men that become simp fish, many times they turn to a blackfish.
Yeah, well, my kids don't think she's going to come, but I told them she's got the visa. We wouldn't have gone through all that business if she wasn't going to come. So she's come over here on a fiancé visa and under the immigration.
This fool is highly delusional to think an 80-year-old man thinks a 22-year-old Colombian woman is going to take him serious for a wife. I mean, you know, I can see if you were a handsome 80-year-old man. You're scraggly looking. Your beard is dilapidated. You're sort of on the goofy side. And the fact this woman moved her arm from around him, he still didn't get the hint. You can't be that delusional, guys. You can't be that delusional. Shout out to my man, Quiet Faces. Simps supposed to be consumed. Simps are supposed to be consumed by promiscuous women. Right, Tim Howard, she see dollars. Shout out to my man Gregory Scotland for that $10 super chat. And also the Gregory Scotland is he and Brother Ray Johnson are the #1 sponsors of the stream. Shout out to Brother Gregory Scotland for that $10 super chat, as he and Brother Ray Johnson are #1 sponsors. right, let's get back into it.
Rules, we have 90 days in which to get married. There she is.
I ran up a check, I might do it again. Enemies close, had me thinking they're friends. 10 toes down, I'll be free until the end. Crib outside the city, I don't feel safe in my hands. Took so many years, I've been waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the one who...
And you're right, Tim, how these simps are being drugged into simp purgatory. And listen, guys, I see it all the time in my practice, man. I see it all the time in my practice, man. Once you realize that your masculinity is expensive, you're not mesmerized by women. You're not mesmerized by the feeling called love. It's not wrong with being in love. It's not wrong with loving a good woman. It's not wrong with having a woman that's a compliment to help you in this mission called life. I think men and women are better together. But people that tell men to get married without understanding all the negative safeguards or the lack of safeguards, I think that's problematic. Marriage, when things are fair, equitable, and balanced, it's a good thing. But if a person tries to shame you into being married or shame you into a relationship for their own selfish reasons, then I got a problem with that. Because I see men that struggle and suffer in therapy all the time. So let's get into this simp, man. This guy's he is what I call, shout out to Catfished. I don't know, I ran across this. And once again, guys, don't be a simp fish. Shout out to them. This is fair use, guys. Fair use. Fair use.
A man named Mike who finds himself deeply enchanted by a woman he met digitally who goes by the name of Mary. Their connection unfolds after Mike receives an unexpected text from Mary, who confesses to mistaking his number for someone else's. Little did he know that this seemingly insignificant encounter would pave the way to an online relationship. A turning point arises as Mike anticipates a substantial sum of money.
Guys, never give your money away. If a woman leads with money, she's not the one for you. If a woman is leading with money, she is not the one for you. When a woman really likes you, she doesn't lead with money. When there's genuine attraction, a woman is not leading with money. It's just genuine attraction. So women that lead with money are not into you. They're just trying to use you.
Her after she said this about money.
The minute that you start to mention money to a man that doesn't even know you, even if you've gone on one date, the minute that you start talking about how you're short on your rent, or your tire just blew out on your car, or you really need to pay this bill, you have immediately disqualified yourself from being seen as someone that he would take serious. You have immediately shifted yourself into, oh, this is a fun girl. Oh, this is prostitution. Oh, this is something I could buy. You don't even know that you're doing that. So if this is a man that you actually like,
most modern women, guys, are acculturated prostitutes. Most are acculturated prostitutes. Most modern women are acculturated prostitutes because the relationships that they expect are transactional. It's not genuine. It's about you giving them money. So they're just acculturated prostitutes. That's most women in modern times.
now is not the time for you to be like, oh, can you please help me pay my rent?
But
Get
a
a
man
job.
can ask for some coochie the night of. Yeah, he can
I have
smash.
never had that experience.
Shut up.
I have never had that experience.
That's
I
crazy.
literally, in my entire life, I've never had a man that felt like, oh, we're going to have sex after dinner. What?
I ain't gonna
That
say he
comes
was
with how you
assertive
carry
with it, but
yourself.
it's the insinuation.
No,
I think men are allowed to be hopeful. Of course, I want to smash on the first date, but how everyone carries themselves is how the night gonna go.
you know, I think that if you go on the first night, you probably will not. Can it happen? Yes, there are exceptions to the rule. Will you be connected to this man? Is this going to be a relationship? Are you about to be his wife? No. Because if you'll go for him on the first night, that man in the back of his mind is thinking about how you gonna go with somebody else on the first night. He's not going to value you the same. I promise you. For the majority.
And that's why relationships are so fragmented now. Genuine love, genuine attraction is mostly gone for average people. Average men, my heart goes out to you for the stress and the pain that you got to go through and navigating these dating scenarios. You're not getting nothing wholesome. And that's why I say I take umbrage with people that push marriage without adding context, parameters, safeguards, and nuance to men that are looking for relationships. Let me tell you something. My anecdotal experience doesn't justify Christian marriage. Do I believe in marriage? Yes. Do I think men and women are better together? Yes. Do I believe God wants men and women to be married? Yes. Do I believe in healthy families and healthy communities? Yes. But also I believe, as I said earlier, in fair laws. The laws are not fair to put men in these circumstances where the risk is a lot higher than the reward, and the psychological distress is a lot higher as well.
Not that there are exceptions to the rule. Most of us are not.
Shout out to my man, Quiet Faith. He's right. The laws reward promiscuity over marriage. I agree with you 100%, brother. And that's why I don't believe men should just blindly get married. When people say, oh, you know, if you're talking about all the negative things that can happen, you're not ready for marriage. I disagree with that. Any man that decides to get married must count the cost. Even the scriptures say that a man, before he decides to take on the endeavors of discipleship, he must count the cost. And smart, rational men count the cost. They're not blinded by love. They're not blinded by the feeling called love. They count the cost. And you need to count the cost too.
The exception.
All right, so let's get back to the video. Because this simp is a simp fish. He has one of the worst cases of simping I ever seen in my life. He got one of the worst cases of simping, guys, that I've seen in my life. Hold tight.
Money coming his way and contemplates sharing his newfound wealth with his beloved Mary. However, before taking this step, he seeks our assistance to confirm she is who she claims to be. Real quick, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your comment and like could help stop someone from being scammed. Let's get into it.
I grew up in a very religious family, so it was.
And you know, my heart goes out to him because he's a boomer simp. He looks like a boomer simp, a gravy train simp. Let me tell you guys something, to the men that grew up in Gen X, and also boomers. Women of that generation weren't perfect, but they were better because you didn't have social media. You had stronger communities. Faith was paramount, and there was more accountability. Feminism was here, but it didn't metastasize to the level that it's metastasized now. But this is what you call a gravy train simp. He's a gravy train simp. You know, gravy train simps is a term I created. It's a presumption and assumption that everything is going to be easy and copacetic like it was in his generation where women were better women. It's not like that anymore. And you got a lot of boomer simps. You got some Gen X simps too. But a lot of time boomer simps still think that women are like the women in their generation. And they're not. Men simped there were men that simped that were boomers, and there were men that simped in Gen X. But you had a better crop of women. The women were better, in my opinion. They weren't as ran through. They still had traditional values. They didn't see they didn't count a robbery to serve a man a plate or a meal. It was just part of dating.
Real strict. Grew up with my grandparents.
Yeah.
I never wanted to be looked upon as somebody like a loser.
Yeah. This is a good man, but he's a boomer simp. He still believes in Shalimar. Yeah, he still believes in Shalimar. He still believes in it. Shout out to brother Top Gun. He said, ask anyone who's still out here. I'm going to stand on every. He said, ask someone who's still active out here. I'm going to stand on every two men. They're strong enough to walk away. There's 8 that will pay. Yes, sir. I agree with you 100%. Yusef Busar said these Nigerian romance scammers should be stopped at all costs. Shout out to my man, the International Quiet Storm. Homeboy been holding me down for the last 5 years. I call it Operation Quiet Storm. Good man. He's a good brother. He's doing the work. Top Gun is doing the work. They are becoming sovereign men. We all have been compromised. I've been compromised to some degree. Top Gun have. Quiet Storm have. Gregory Scholar, every man has been compromised. But once again, being a sovereign man is the highest pinnacle to your masculinity. This is a segue from the last show. Guys, make sure y'all hype the video and share this with like-minded men and women that think like you. But he said, thank you for doing the video. Simps are the decay on a society. They overvalue pre-owned box. Shout out to Peaceful Life. Yes, sir, pre-owned box. Shout out to my brother, Peaceful Life. And they ruin the dating market for everyone. 1,000,000%. Shout out to Quiet Storm as he's one of the #1 sponsors, along with Ray Johnson, who is the #1 sponsor. Shout out to those brothers.
It's the money.
All right, so this is an example, guys. This is an example of a boomer simp. This is a boomer simp. Bless his heart.
I always kind of wanted to be a little bit better than that. Nobody to feel sorry for me or anything like that. So it was a standard that I tried to hold, that I held for myself. I'm the kind of guy that I work, man. I work every day. I put in 10 to 12 hours a day.
And this guy's a solid dude, but he's still a compromised man. He's still living in nostalgia. He's still living in yesterday. He hasn't adapted as a man. Part of being a masculine man is adapting. We all have struggled. I've struggled with being gridlocked into yesterday. I've struggled with seeing the good in people instead of seeing people for who they are. We all have struggled with it. I don't struggle with it as much as I did before in the past. I just see people for who they are, and I keep moving. I don't even take it personal no more. People that think they can run game on me, you can't run game on me. A lot of times I had already seen what you were doing, but I just give you the benefit of the doubt. Or I hope that you ain't what I thought you were. Sometime I was wrong, but the most of the time I was right. And this man is an example of that. He's still believing in yesterday. He's still part of Rainbow Push, the Rainbow Push Coalition. Keep hope alive. He's still believing in Jesse Jackson. Keep hope alive. The game has changed. What you're getting out here, for the majority of them, you're not getting nothing quality. They don't add any value to your life. Even the old ones are delusional. Even the old ones think they deserve the best. Even the older ones are walking zombies. I understand the young ones being delusional, but even the old ones think they just still deserve a top man. You're not getting a woman that preserves her virtue. You're not getting a woman that hasn't had her fun with multiple men. You're not getting a woman that has not been free of being psychologically impaired by giving her virtues away. But you want somebody's son to pay top value and top dollar. Over a person that has the DNA of multiple men inside of their head. You put a spotlight on them. And this is satire, guys. This is satire. But you put a spotlight on them or in them, they got more DNA in them than Beryl Grill's Birth of a Nation. That's how much DNA they got in them. They got so much DNA, if you can use the DNA again, you can create a whole community, man. But they want you to pay full price. For unregistered box. Unregistered. It ain't registered, it's unregistered. Unregistered, meaning it has not been sanctioned under the condition of a righteous man.
Day. I try to enjoy what I do. I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm out by 5. I work from 5 because I like driving during the day versus night. I work from 5 to 5. Sometimes 5 to 6, 12 hours. 7 days a week. The last relationship I was in it for quite some time, over 10 years. And this one person was actually sort of mean to me, a narcissist, sort of a sociopath, controlled me, abused me physically as well as verbally.
Yeah. This poor man, bless his heart, he's an empath. Empaths love licks. I mean, licks love empaths. They love men that are empaths because they can manipulate them. They can see through them. They study men like him. He's what they call a lick. That's why I tell people that are empaths, you have to be careful because narcissistic people prey on empaths. They got a allure about them that's different than strong people. When I worked in law enforcement in prison, they could never play me. I don't know. I just got a sixth sense for BS. They used to call me in prison, Captain Saverho. They used to hate me as an officer. They used to call me Mr. Bojangles because I can see through the nonsense. But he's a boomer stem. He's a simp fish, and I don't feel sorry for him, but I do feel sorry for him because in other societies he will be seen as a valuable man to a degree. The problem is what men don't understand fundamentally from a clinical perspective is that women by nature do not value men that put them on a pedestal. Women understand that if they really like you, if a man is constantly putting her on a pedestal, then how can she protect him and set boundaries? Women want a man they can look up to. That's why taller men, in theory, are venerated mostly. It doesn't mean that a shorter man can't be a masculine dominant man. But just like men look at women for hip symmetry, waist, and her breasts, women look at men for protection and dominance that are taller. But this is what you call a man that's a sucker for love. He is a sucker for love because instead of him walking in his masculinity, him, like so many men, still believe in women, that women are like the women from yesterday. They're not like the women from yesterday. These women are different. They're mutants. A lot of them are mutants. They're mutations. You know, you're not getting nothing special. You're not getting anything nice. You're not getting nothing that's beneficial for you as a man. Most of you guys are getting women just like this.
If all the raindrops were lemon drops and gumdrops, oh, what a rain that would be. Standing outside with my mouth open wide. If all the raindrops were lemon drops.
That's basically what you're getting now. You're not getting nothing. You're not getting nothing special that you can bring home to your mother or your aunts or whatever. You're not getting nothing special. That's why I said people that push marriage, which I'm not against marriage, you have to give parameters and you have to give a greater level of clarity when we start pushing marriage or we base marriage based on our own anecdotal experiences. To me, that's not, how can I say it? I don't think that's responsible. You're not getting anything special. And, women wanted to be like the top 10 to 15, 20% of men that were getting all the copious amounts of promiscuity. And solid average guys that could have made good husbands. These men, they are walking away because they say, I'm not paying for a price for unregistered box.
I kind of felt that the relationship was over because I was being put out of my own home. But I needed somebody that I needed to reach out to. I really did, because I felt like I wanted to scream. And a lot of that I had to keep within me. It could be anything. TV, it could be another woman around us. The woman could look a certain way. She would start in on me. I know you were looking at her. I know this. I know that. I know, I always had to defend myself. Even before a situation would come up, she would create a situation. So I always had to be on the fence with myself, which I did not like. It made me feel very uncomfortable because I felt like I was always better than that. And I didn't need to be in a situation like that. I was at the tail end of that relationship, and this person came in out of nowhere through my texting. And this person came in. I liked the photo. So I replied and I asked, I said, well, who is this? And she thought I was somebody else, and I wasn't. And that's how we started the conversation. She told me her name was Mary. She was very...
And he, once again, he was fished. He went from a blue fish to now he's a black fish. Bless his heart. He went from a blue fish to a black fish. A delusional fish, a fish. Bless his heart.
Very comforting, very, very supportive. She's younger. She was 32. She's beautiful. She's light-skinned, long hair.
And see, his problem is he's not centered. It's nothing wrong with understanding and respecting and responding to the allure of a beautiful woman. Nothing wrong with that. But a woman is not the end-all, be-all to a man's life. She's just a complement to his journey. She's just a complement to his mission. But when men become mesmerized by the beauty of women, they fall every time because now they've cast down strength to a woman, something that the Bible spoke against harshly. If you don't believe me, ask Samson. If you don't believe me, ask David. If you don't believe me, ask Solomon. Every man that became blind spell or spellbound by the love of a woman, they succumb at some point. And don't get me wrong, it's just in our nature to be attracted to beautiful women. It's nothing wrong with women. Women are beautiful. All of them are not beautiful, but I'm just saying, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. The ideal of having a feminine woman is a good ideal. But these men don't have any moral constitution outside of themselves, because they tend to appraise a woman above their sovereignty as a man. Once you can get to that sovereign level, that's the highest level you can get. You'll never see women the same again. And that's what I try to tell so many men in my practice, that some don't get it.
Like a brown color. She's beautiful, man. She's a beautiful woman. Puerto Rican, beautiful hair, beautiful skin, beautiful pictures.
In the midst of Mike's relationship, he received a random text from a person that would help him through his rough relationship and change his life.
I was honest with her. I told her I was in an unhappy relationship. We sleep in separate rooms. We have no interlinkings. We have nothing. We were just in something and I needed to get out. And so she was comforting with that. She was like, listen, just when.
And another thing, guys, if a woman cannot show you her face, if she can't go live with you, don't send her. You should be sending money, period. You don't never lead with money. If a woman is really into you, your presence is enough. Or maybe a coffee date, or maybe a walk in the park, if she's really into you. You don't have to do all this extra stuff if a woman is really into you.
She comes at you, argues at you, don't say anything. I was still in that home when we started talking. We were sleeping in separate rooms. And I was talking to this person every day, comforting to me because I was lonely. I was unhappy, and she was just the perfect person to talk to at that time. The advice that you would give me is to be quiet. Don't be in a fighting mood with her because you're going to be leaving out of there. So while you're there, just go in your room, be quiet, and try to be to yourself. Very supportive. Her astrology sign and my astrology sign are probably the one most compatible things out there because we're both.
And you're right, the simp economy is drying up because times are getting tight out here. I think I told you guys, man, God bless me. My student loans got forgiven. I'm extremely excited about that. Now, I would have paid them to the brothers that I talked to in the background, Top Gun, Brother Ray, and many others. You know, I would have paid it at some point. You know, I could have paid. Well, actually, I could have paid. I could have paid it cash. You know, but I didn't want to use all that money for no student loans. But the simp economy is exactly drying up. People are focused only on bare necessities. To you men that are single, that make good money, or average earners are doing pretty well, you got a target on your back. You got a target on your back, so keep that in mind.
Both emotional people. I'm sensitive, she's sensitive. That really brought us together because we understood each other. I just went right into it. She was just, everything was just perfect. We opened up the day and we closed the day. Throughout the day, we would talk just what's happening, how wonderful we felt talking to each other, and how glad we were to meet each other. I really feel strongly about you. I mean, I'm becoming more and more into you. I mean, it was those type of conversations.
The more Mike would text Mary, the further he grew apart from his current girlfriend of 10 years. He felt he needed to make a decision.
Because my business was my business. We weren't married. We were just in a relationship. She never found out that I was online.
Mike said he was exploring his options.
I kept giving her chances because that was just the type of person I am. Although I wasn't happy, I kept giving her chances. And then it became a situation to where I couldn't do it anymore. I mean, even when I was with her a long time, I took care of her. I did everything for her. And so since I found this beautiful soul, I want to take care of her.
Have you guys ever found yourself caught up in a quagmire like this? Have you found yourself caught up in a condition or a situation similar to Mike? This happens all the time to men that go overseas. It happens to men that go overseas, man. They go over there leading with their money. They're broken men in America. They become simps abroad. They lead with their money, and they're in a simp comatose because they're blinded to the allure of love. And they're blinded by beautiful women because they haven't got those kind of women. I'm so glad that stuff don't faze me at this stage in my life now. There's nothing wrong with an attractive woman, as I said earlier. But if I was a single man, I'm not mesmerized by a beautiful woman. It's goofy to me. I mean, you cool. You can be attractive, but I'm not so mesmerized that I'm gonna lose my sense over a woman. Like I told you guys, it's levels to this. The man that I was when I was 40 is not the man that I am now, going on 55. I'm more in love with myself. I'm more centered. I'm more grounded. I don't aggrandize women like that anymore. I went through levels of my evolution as a man. I went through evolution levels. In my younger years, I was more caught up in the spell called love. I want a simp. Let me be careful. I was not a bona fide simp. Have I simped? Yes, every man has simped. But having moments where you simp versus being a true simp, being a noun, no, I was never a noun simp. But I was a verb simp, but never a noun simp. You know, everybody's simp to some degree. But what I've understood, even at a psychological level in my younger years, is that women only respect power and strength. That's all they respect at a fundamental level is power and strength. And your power to walk away is your greatest asset. When you live your life not to indignify yourself for the love of a woman, because women want you to get their, women feel like they're in control of you when you get when you get validation, do them, and when you put them on a pedestal and worship them, which is idolatry. You don't supposed to worship women. Your number one modus operandi is to worship him, God. That's your number one objective. And that's why he failed, because he became a simp fish.
And I want to love her and be the things that she wants me to be. And love her completely. Be everything to her. It just gradually just got to the point to where she's my heart. We call each other everything from honey to baby boo, everything. Honey, baby, sweetie, my love, everything. I would listen to her, and we never really argued.
Shout out to my man, the International Quiet Storm. He said, I've had a target on my back since the military. Yeah, Quiet Storm pressure, man. He said, I had women who tried to use me for my military benefits. I said, no, sir. They want no benefits. They want no benefits, Quiet Storm. I said, no, sir. I'm retired now, and I have chicks trying to get my pension. They want that picture, Quiet Storm. They want that pension. They want somebody where they can rest at, man. They want you to come in, Quiet Storm, and take care of all their children. Not their children, but their children. They want quiet. They want you quiet. They want you to come in and take care of their children. That's what they want, Quiet Storm. They want a man that's going to come in and take care of all their children. And you definitely got a target on your back. You're not talking about it all the time. You definitely got a target on your back. So a lot of men have been simp fished in that love comatose, simp comatose. And so, if you hear anybody using the word simp fish, know they got it from kosher. But a lot of men have been simp fish. Simp fish is twofold. You get caught up in the illusion of the picture of a woman, but also you get simp fish caught up in the illusion of love. I would never get married again for love. I would get married get married for legacy and building, but not for no feeling called love. Love comes later. That's how people back in the day was about survival. And I believe we're going back to that at some point.
Or anything, ever. The first time she told me she loved me was about a month into us talking. But it wasn't like a love. It was, a love where it had developed into a nice feeling. So she didn't just come out and just say, I love you. It was just something that after talking like we talked, it was something that she said she felt. And for me, it was just what I needed because I was yearning that.
Up until this point, Mike would do anything for Mary, but the situation got complicated when she claimed she was being deployed.
She's in the military. She told me she was in Afghanistan. So, they sit them out on their work. And the military is a stickler behind certain things, which I found out that they really, truly are. Do's and don'ts of the military. I can't send you actual pictures that I take right now. I can't FaceTime you. Things I can't do in the military because of our security level. A few times we were supposed to get together, but that didn't happen because of...
Now, Quiet Storm, you're in the military. How much of this is true? I'm not saying it's not true, but how much of this is true? Make sure you tell the audience, please. How much of this is true?
The military prolonging the stay and whatnot. She really didn't ask me for money. It was more like we were discussing some of the things that she had to do with taking care of her relatives and some of the things that she had to pay. So I offered to help her. I did. All I wanted to do was help her. I didn't want her to struggle. I didn't want her to worry, and I still don't. I don't want her to worry about a thing. I want her to serve her time out, and I'll take care of her. She would thank me with all her heart. Thank you for everything you do for me. I really love you. Thank you for what you do for me. Thank you. Every day she would always thank me. She would thank me and tell me how proud she is and tell me how she knows that I love her and she loves me. It was those type of things that make me gravitate to her, because those are the things I hadn't heard or hadn't felt. She says, we're one. Then I would send $50 to $200 a day.
Think about this.
50 today, 200 tomorrow, 70 today, next day.
Think about a man sitting $50 to $200 a day. And listen, I'm not endorsing fornication. Now, let's say if a man is out here fornicating, you know, at least he could have got something out of it. But what he was doing was rewarding bad behavior. And when you simp fish, that's what you're doing. You're rewarding bad behavior. You're basically telling this woman that her value is higher than yours. And because of that, this woman didn't respect you as a man because you were simp fishing. Women don't respect men that do that. They don't respect men that do that fundamentally. Casting your power away to a woman is silly. But that's what you call simp fishing. He's a simp fishing because what he didn't understand is that his masculinity was too expensive to give away for free. I'm gonna put these shirts, guys, on the internet at some point. But your masculinity is too expensive, guys, to give away for free.
If, never a certain amount, whatever I could send to her to help her. I work, and so I have my account set up to my job, and so they deposit the money, so I can just send it right over to her, what I want to send.
Mike works in transportation. He's extremely reliable. He takes pride in making the people in his community feel comfortable and taken care of when they request a ride from him.
I take pride in my job. I did 26,000 rides for Uber, so man, my experiences, I have so many. I had a woman in my car yesterday. She was so delightful. I get joy out of this most of the time. I provide a nice ride. I provide a ride where, you can be yourself. And if we want to talk, we can talk. Most of the time I talk about it. I like to talk. So it's whatever the mood is. I don't know what people go through throughout the day. So I don't judge a person by what I feel. Because most of the time you don't know. I'd say 98, 99% of the time you don't know. But I'm a good guy. I'm a nice guy. I'm a giving guy. And I truly care. If somebody's in my car and they're going through stuff, I'm there for them in terms of having a conversation. To just be open to what people have to say and be kind of understanding.
Since Mary has claimed she was deployed to Afghanistan, Mike has essentially been funding her life. He sends her money daily.
I would send her.
Boy, you can't be this old and be that stupid. You can't be that old and be that stupid, man. And I hate to sound cruel, but you can't be this old and be that stupid.
Being a bulk sum, it would be like a little bit every day or every other day. $200. I can make $200 a day, sometimes $300. So I send her a portion of that every day. She doesn't have to ask me. I just do it. And when I haven't been able to do it, we talked about it, but it's me initiating it. So if I make 150, I'll send her 75. Every day it adds up. We've been together over 2 years. $1,500 to $2,000 a month. So it might be more than that. I'm just using 30,000 as a ballpark. Might be 60. Let's say 40. It's almost like I pay her rent because she says she's going to get her money after she gets out and we can share that. And I tell her, I won't need to really share that with you. You can just have that as your play money because.
Yeah. See, once again, guys, let me tell y'all something. I need you good men to listen. You never create a situation for a woman where you work like a dog, she saved her money, because what you're teaching her psychologically is a concept called contraindication. You should be leading her and guiding her about where expenditures are being spent, not her leading you based on her demands. A masculine man gonna give a woman instructions, and either she's gonna capitulate or she's gonna be left behind. Now, if you're a select man, or if you're a man that she's attracted to, it's gonna be a lot easier. If you're not select, if you're not attracted to her, then you're gonna be leading with your wallet. I told you guys last week or 2 weeks ago that I had a situation when I was at my class reunion. And at my class reunion, I was talking to a gentleman, and he told me that The man, because I never understood these scenarios where these goofy men pay all the bills. You're not getting virgins. You're not getting wife-rated women. You're not getting emotionally regulated women. You're not getting godly women that are true godly women. You're not getting a woman that don't have any kids. You pay all the bills being traditional while after she already given her body to a bunch of different men, don't know how to serve, don't want to serve, don't understand that marriage is covenant first, not feelings. Covenant is based on duty and responsibility. Feelings is based on selfishness. And you pay all the bills. And so what happens if you're not the man that she really wanted? This simp was paying bills. He wasn't getting intimacy from his woman. And sometimes they still give you intimacy right before they go on their separate way. She was saving all her money. She divorced him and took the money that she was saving and bought her a house. If you're foolish enough to pay all bills, then you need to have say where that money is going at. Don't ever allow a woman to keep all her money while you pay all the bills. You will be a fool to do that. Because you're teaching her psychologically that she's better than you. It's called contraindication in the clinical. You're basically telling her that her value has more value than yours. And you will not put on this planet to serve a woman. You were put on this planet to lead her, and y'all serve one another. She served you on the front end, you serve her on the back end. Y'all take care of one another. Submission between men and women. Women love to say men submit or submit ye to one to another. But the scripture is not talking about submission as it relates to authority and power. It's talking about submission as it relates to love. He submits to love her. But she submits to follow his leadership and to follow his program. Her emotional demands does not supersede that relationship. That's why I said most are not qualified to be wives. They're not qualified, and it's okay. But I'm not paying all no bills. I wish I would pay. And I'm doing well. If I was a single man on the market, I would be a beast. I would be a beast if I was a single man on the market. Because you can't run game on me, man. I know game when I see it, man. And as I told you guys, I have evolved. I'm sovereign now.
What I'm getting, I'll be able to take care of you the rest of your life. So I'm coming into a lot of money. Very, very large sum of money. Mary knows this. This is going to happen, I say, within days. And I want to share that with Mary.
Mike is receiving a large amount of money from a settlement soon. He even plans on sharing a portion of it with Mary. This would help her get home and get rid of all the debt he has from sending her money every day.
It's coming back to kind of bite me a little bit because I have taxes and we sent through Cash App and Bitcoin. And so now you have to be accountable for that. Thank God I'm getting what I'm getting because I can pay all my everything off. I'll be able to pay everything off. The blessing that I'm getting. I knew eventually it would come through. So I knew if she was with me, I would be able to take care of her and still be able to take care of her. She even sent me some documents to say I'm her fiance. So I gave up my information. It was a document that was told to me that we had to submit to show that I was her fiance. I have told my family about Mary. Yes, I told them that I'm in love with this person. I want to be with this person, period. And that they wouldn't tell me anything. They just would make comments about how'd you meet her? Okay, watch out for the internet. That kind of stuff. In December, we're supposed to meet. There's no other setback.
Now, guys, this story gets bizarre. This story gets very bizarre on the end. It gets very bizarre on the end.
Can't be. The military doesn't do that. They don't hold you somewhere for 3 years and don't let you go home. I don't want to believe that she's scamming me. No, I don't believe that. I believe that she is who she is. It would break my heart. It would break my heart. I believe her. I believe it. Totally believe everything she tells me. Everything.
Well, Seekers, the next day, our team got together to come up with a game plan. Mike was deeply involved with Mary. He was missing all of the obvious red flags. David and I sat down with Mike for the first time to gather more details.
We're really interested to hear more about your story, and we really want to help you out. We want to try to help you out.
Okay, thank you.
I have to hear about this girl.
Man. Well, I'm in love with her. We've been doing this a long time, a couple of years over, and we've made all these plans. Our conversations are like a relationship, man. It's everything. We talk about everything.
And how often do you guys talk?
Every day.
We watched your video back where you were breaking down your story, and you just seem so sure about her being real.
I guess I need confirmation. I mean, we have a few more months before this should come to fruition, but I thought it was going to come to fruition before, and it didn't 3 times.
And so you really can't feel sorry for Mike, because Mike saw the red flags. He saw all the red flags, and he still chose to be simp fished. So you feel a little sorry, but you really can't feel sorry. Because you notice Mike said love at least 5 to 7 times. He said love. That's why I keep telling you, man, never fall in love. Don't fall in love, but you love this woman within reason. Don't fall in love. You can love her, but you don't love to the point that you lose your sensibilities as a man. It's dangerous. It doesn't benefit you. When you're in love, you're very vulnerable. When you're in logic, then you succeed. When you're in logic, then you can walk away. I didn't say you can't have feelings for her, but you don't love her to the point that you worship her and you idolize her to the point you lose your purpose. I don't care how fine a woman is. I'm not mesmerized by your beauty and none of that goofy stuff. You know, okay, yeah, you cute, you pretty, you're attractive, but I don't care about that mess. Not at this stage in my life.
I'm doing this to find out for me, and if I could just somehow be able to keep this to me, which I don't know, to bear not seeing her this time would really hurt me. If she's not who she says she is, how can we have a relationship?
Yeah, 100%.
Because if she's not who she says she is and she happens to be somebody else that's over somewhere, but that can't really get here to me, you know, there isn't nothing.
We're going to get you some clarity. We're going to look into this for you. But one thing, you can't send her any money.
Why not?
It doesn't make sense.
That's what I've been doing. So it's not like I'm sending a lot.
But $50 a day is still $1,500 a month. And if you've been talking for 2 years, I mean, that's like close to $30,000.
Yeah, I've been doing that.
Yeah. And by the way, I'm not here to judge you. I'm just saying, Mike, give us a week.
I mean, I've been doing it. So it wouldn't affect, I'm just saying it wouldn't affect me like that.
Look, you're a grown man. You make your own decisions. I'm just giving you the advice that we give all of our clients.
I know you guys are. So if I did send this money every day or every other day or whatever, what would that do?
Mike, it doesn't look good. Like, you haven't met her in person. You haven't talked to her on the phone.
I know all that. I know all that.
It's just not good to keep sending her money until we can give you clarity.
But what I'm saying is, would that, if I sent her this little money, would that affect anything?
It's not going to affect me. It's not going to affect Drew. But, you know, like, you came to us for a reason.
And this delusional simp was leading with his money. A boomer simp at that. A gravy train simp, leading with his money instead of leading with logic and masculinity. A compromised man, not a sovereign man, he's compromised. Listen, guys, charm is vain, but beauty is fleeting. But who can find a virtuous woman? A woman looks gonna fade. That woman that you thought was fine in high school, she ain't fine like she used to be in high school. Actually, a lot of the guys look better than the women that I've seen. Yeah, you might got some guys that's overweight, big stomachs. But a lot of them chicks that you thought were fine in high school, man, they ain't fine, man. They ain't fine no more. They're not fine like they used to be in high school. The girl that you used to venerate and put on a pedestal in high school, she fell off, man. And we know we all age. But she fell off. She fell off bad, man. She fell off real bad. She fell off real bad, guys. She fell off.
And you came to us because something in the back of your mind is telling you, your spidey sense is kicking off right now. And it's like, hey, Mike, something's going on here. Based on what you're telling us, the advice, and we deal with literally hundreds of thousands of people a year come to us. Yeah. And so I'm just trying to help you out. In the end of the day, Mike, if you want to still send her money. But I personally don't think you should do it. My colleague here, Drew, agrees with me. But in the end of the day, it's really up to you.
I've said way too much to let $250 or $200 affect anything.
All right, so next steps. So we'll get the information from you, and then we'll follow up with you in 1 week with all the answers, okay?
Okay.
All right.
All right.
After a few days, Virginia and Bree sat down to find out who the real woman was in these photos. If we could figure out that, we could bring an end to this mess.
So Mike needs our help verifying his online girlfriend's identity. Okay. He's been talking to her for a few years now, and he sends her money every day.
Did he send any photos or information?
Yeah, I actually have a picture of her that maybe we can run a reverse image search on. Okay. Check this out.
Now, guys, this is where it gets interesting. This is where it gets interesting. If you're dealing with a woman long distance, if you can't see her face and talk to her directly, and you still got to be cautious, you're a fool, you're a silly person. I can't believe a man would be sending this kind of money all in the name of love. And listen, people get lonely. Men and women both get lonely. There are women that have done this. A lot of women, older women that are vulnerable, send their money over to these Nigerian men and they scam them. So some of these women are simp fish too, or hopeless romantics.
Wow, look at all these profiles of her. This is a lot. Wow. It's going to be pretty difficult to sift through all these different profiles. Yeah.
Look what I found. An article that says cyber criminals target military online to set up imposter romance scams.
And it has her Instagram handle right here.
Yep. Let's look her up.
Yeah. It looks like that page might have been deactivated.
Yeah, but look, there's so many fake profiles of her.
I know, but none of her official page, huh? I found a picture of her and what looks like to be maybe her boyfriend or husband or something. I'm thinking maybe we just run a reverse image search on him. Okay. Go through his friends list and see if we can find her.
Okay.
I found his Facebook profile. It looks like he tagged her in a picture. And I was able to find her Instagram profile using that same name. Look at this.
No wonder we can't find her.
Different last name. They're married now.
Gotcha, that's how we can find her original.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we know that Mike's girlfriend is a complete fake. Now I'm wondering where his money's going to.
So I have his number up here where he's been sending money, and I can run a search and see where the funds led to.
And how does this Bitcoin tracking work?
So depending on how much he sent, I'll follow the funds. Most likely it'll end in an exchange where these scammers are exchanging out the funds and cashing out the money. So check it out. It looks like his funds moved twice and then they went to this exchange.
I recognize that exchange.
Yeah.
Sadly, Mike has not only been talking to a fake profile using someone else's images, but he's been sending money to a popular exchange that we often see in romance scams.
I think the light at the end of the tunnel is that he gets clarity and now he can move on from his scammer.
If you've made it this far, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. We appreciate you so much. It was now time to sit down with Mike and go over everything that we had found. Hey, Mike, how's it going?
It's okay. I was just had this on my mind all day.
I bet. I have no doubt.
Yeah.
I have a question for you. Did you send her money?
Yeah.
Since we last spoke?
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, well, we talked about it, but we have a lot of information for you today.
We do.
Okay.
Starting with the fact that she's in Afghanistan. So we pulled troops out of Afghanistan in 2021.
Right.
Did you guys ever speak about that?
Yep.
And what did she say?
She said there's a few troops left there.
And that's why she was deployed there?
Yeah. Yeah. That's her calling me now. Let me get rid of her.
If Mike, put the phone down and then let us give you this information. This is, I promise you, this is way more important than letting her know where you are.
Okay, I'm listening.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, to kind of go back, Mike, like I said, there's just no way she could be deployed in Afghanistan because we pulled troops out in 2021. What are you thinking with that information?
I knew that. It brought. I'm just telling her. Okay, she'll understand. Okay. It brought doubts. It brought doubts to me.
Isn't that the reason why you sent all? Every time you sent her money, it's because of that, right?
No. I send her money because of what we have. I don't send it to her because of that. I send it to her because that's what I want to do. That's why I send her money.
We took a look at your chats, and one thing that really stood out, Mike, is like every time you guys chatted, you would like literally pour your heart out to her, right?
Yeah. Yep.
But her responses were very vague. It was just like, okay, baby, thanks, honey. Just very, very vague responses. She never responded back. and it was just really about money.
Okay.
Was that a red flag?
And let me tell you something else, guys. You always want a woman that wants you slightly more than you want her. Everybody wants leverage. Women want leverage. If you're going to lead that relationship, then you need to have leverage. And leverage doesn't mean that you abuse power. It just means that you want to have more power, because you give power to a lot of women, they abuse it. We see it all the time.
Back to you, I mean, as you guys were chatting, I mean, was that frustrating to just be giving somebody your heart and then not hearing anything back from them?
Because we've talked so much, I began to just trust that.
But Mike, she's sending you 3 letters every single time.
I know all that.
So let's get into the rest. So you sent money through Cash App every single time?
I sent her the Cash App and she used the Bitcoin.
So the wallet you gave us actually had money deposited 2 days ago.
I sent her money.
Okay, and that was cryptocurrency. And so there were 153 transactions that went in there, and all those transactions ended up in a Binance wallet, and they also ended up in a Wazirix wallet.
I know the amounts that I've sent her.
So Wazirix is an Indian cryptocurrency exchange.
Okay.
So if you're not in India, there really is no reason for you to use an Indian cryptocurrency exchange.
So what you're saying is that she is in India?
Either she's in India or the person she's sending money to wash the money is in India.
Okay.
Our team, we ran a
Let me ask you guys a question. Have y'all ever been to a situation like this? Have anybody in the audience ever been to a situation like this? Be honest. You got to be honest with yourself. Have anybody else been simped out or a sucker for love? Guys, hit the like button. Share this stream, please. Share the stream with like-minded men and women and donate to the channel. But who else has been to a scenario like this? Let's get back to it.
reverse image search, and we were able to locate the real person in these images.
Okay.
And her name's not Mary.
Okay.
Her name is Sherry, and she's happily married, and she's also lives in Missouri. She's
now here's the real woman. Somebody stole her pictures, guys. And they catfished this woman pictures who happened to be a married woman. And you can, she's Puerto Rican, but you can tell she got some African blood in her somewhere. If I had to guess, she probably about 30% African. If you go by her genotype, I promise you, she got about 30% native African blood, mostly Spaniard and maybe some Indian, but she looks mulatto.
It's not in Afghanistan. She's not deployed on a peacekeeping mission.
Is she the person on the picture?
She's the person in the pictures.
Well, she's married?
She's married, but she hasn't been talking to you, Mike.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, Mike was simp fished. Tim Howard say, ain't no food like an old fool, right? Yeah, man, it's sad, Tim Howard. Ain't no food like an old fool. Yeah, you're right, Tim, brother Tim. Sending money that you never seen, shaking my head. I know AI women making banks on these. Yeah, man. AI women making a lot of bank off these simps, man. What food go? I mean, come on, man. You spending that kind of money on a woman? Come on, man. Come on, man.
We're gonna bring the real woman in these images onto the call with us, okay?
Okay.
You're gonna be able to speak to her face to face.
Okay.
Mike was so deep in love with Mary, we knew we had to get the real woman in front of him to get him to fully come to terms. He was about to come face to face with the woman he thought he was in a relationship with for nearly 3 years.
Hi, how are you?
I'm not doing too good.
No.
I'm not doing too good at all.
So Sherry, we just revealed to Mike that he's not talking to you. And so we wanted to bring you on so that you could talk to him and explain your situation, because this is not the first time this has happened to you.
I'm just looking at Sherry and, oh, wow, Sherry.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate, honestly, because unfortunately, you're not the first person that I've found out about this. But it's sad. honestly. It's sad to see innocent, good people getting scammed. You know, there's just bad people out there, and I hate to see that, you know, affecting people like yourself. And so it's heartbreaking to see this side of it.
Well, Sherry, you know, I'm glad I'm getting a chance to see you. I understand. It's so bad. It's so bad. And
shout out to brother Tim Howard, man. Tim Howard, man, you know, good brother, man. Him and I chopped it up in the past a couple years ago. Shout out to Tim Howard for being so kind and gracious. As brother Tim Howard gifted me with 5 gifts, man. I really appreciate it, brother Tim, man. You've been a stand-up brother for the last 4 or 5 years. We're gonna chop it up again, Tim. If I'm ever in the DMV area, man, or on the East Coast, wherever you at, I'm definitely look you up, man. But I appreciate it, man. Thanks for showing love. Thanks for being kind, man. I appreciate those 5 gifts. And you, along with Ray Johnson, you guys are the #1 sponsors of the stream. Thank you once again, brother Tim Howard, for showing love, gifting me with those gifts, as you guys are #1 sponsors of the stream.
It's the money.
Yeah, somebody used the photos, man. Unfortunately, she didn't scam him. They used the photos.
it's over, you guys. It's over. I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna move on.
Yeah, I think that's probably best just for yourself and for, you know.
Yeah. We ran some searches on your profiles. You have thousands of them all over the internet. How is it dealing with this on a day-to-day basis?
You know, it kind of goes back and forth. I get a lot of messages from people usually either on one side of the spectrum that are, you know, hey, I'm sorry you're dealing with this, just so you know, these profiles are out there. And of course I'm aware of those. And then the other side is where I've gotten messages saying, hey, like I've sent this person this much money and they feel like I owe them something, you know, and that's the hard one. So I just kind of, at this point, you know, I've been dealing with it since about 2017, as I want to say, when my Instagram stuff started picking up. Since then, I just have kind of shut down from it. I tried my best to create awareness on my page, you know, putting out stories like PSAs, basically to say, hey, like this is false, be aware of this, you know, X, Y, and Z. But at this point, it's sort of, I've pulled away from social media. I don't really use it as much. I'm not active on there anymore. It feels like if I post photos, then I'm basically just giving ammo to these scammers.
Yeah, Mike, I know this is like extremely emotional for you. Speaking to someone for, you know, all these years and then seeing this person, it has to feel surreal.
I'm a pretty strong person. Mm-hmm. I've been duped. Let's put it that way. Yeah. It's only money to me. I've been duped, and I hope that
So this ego defense mechanism that he's utilizing now is rationalization. He's trying to rationalize it because he's trying to save his ego. He's saying it's only money. That's rationalization. And somewhat intellectualization as well. He's trying to salvage his ego, or so. But Mike ball on himself.
That's about to come to these people, because it will come. You know, I'm a very spiritual person, and what's happened to me, I gave from the bottom of my heart every day, thinking that this was something that we're going to build on.
I really hope that, you know, things get better for you. I'm so sorry that you had to go through this.
It's okay.
I'm glad that, you know, I was able to be here and give you some closure, hopefully, and help you move on. You know, there's good people out there, and, you know, don't stop trying, and it's going to get better. And I really do the best.
You take care of yourself. You're always in my, look, you take care of yourself. Okay.
I will.
All right. I'm glad
Yeah, he was saying to this married woman, you're always in my mind, and he called himself. He's still simplified. He's still in that simp comatose. Bless his heart. Like the old folks say in the South, po creator. Not po creature, but po creator. That's what the old folks say in the South. Po creator.
Got a chance to truly meet you. I'm glad.
Yes, I am too. I mean, yeah, I wish you the best, and thank you all for what you guys do.
Very kind. Thank you so much, Sherry.
Of course. All right. Thank you.
See you. Okay, bye-bye. Okay. Wow, you guys. Okay, I can deal with it.
So we have one more thing that we want to reveal. So we did an IP tracker. And so with the IP tracker, we took a link. We have a website called fugiftcards.com, and we sent that link. Well, when the person clicks on the link and they come to our website, we can actually track their location. The person that clicked on the link is from Lagos, Nigeria.
Okay. They're Nigerian.
They're most likely not.
Yeah. Somebody said it. They were Nigerian scammers. One of y'all said it, man. Yep. Whoever said it was right. Nigerian scammers. That's exactly. I think Yusuf said it. Yeah, Nigerian scammer. Yep, you were right, Yusuf. Nigerian finance culture is real in the romance scam. Yeah, you were right, brother. From Lagos, Nigeria. Nigerian scammer.
Nigerian.
Okay. You don't know what you guys just did for me.
It means a lot.
You guys just did. You guys don't know what you just did for me. I mean, you guys just completed my world. I mean, you did something for me. I really thank you guys because I know now. I've been hacked, and it's okay. I can move on.
Thank you everyone for tuning in. Remember, all of our new videos go out.
And you know what the sad thing is, guy, with this poor man? This poor simp said that he probably gave away at least $30,000 to $40,000 or more to this woman. Can you imagine giving away $30,000 to $40,000 of your hard-earned money that you'll never get back because you're a sucker for love, because you were simp fish, because you value a woman more than you value yourself as a man? Let me show you guys something. I told you guys that we all go through evolutions as men. And if you work out, eat clean, I promise you it'll get better with time. This is a segue from the last show. A lot of young men are in this situation right here. They're in this situation. But when you get to the point of being, go from being compromised to being sovereign, you don't see women the same again. The allure can destroy you. Beauty without wisdom. This is what happened to this man, Mike. Love without standards. He didn't have any standards. He gave his money away. He cast his power, his virtue away. Pleasure without purpose leads to slavery. He was a slave to the allure of love. But the man in the middle, and I'm not pushing fornication, but I'm just giving an example. He is a sovereign man. The simp path is what a lot of men take, because Master Yoda said that the simp, the force with you is strong. And so when you are blinded by hedonism, when you're blinded by pleasure, it takes no discipline to walk the path of a simp. But it takes a lot of discipline to walk the side of being a masculine man. It's hard. It's a hard path. But the hard path is the right path. And so the simp in this one was strong, because it was the simp path. He took the easy way out, which meant he lacked discipline. And the reason why some of you men are faltering and falling now, because you lack discipline. But you go from being a compromised man, to a evolving man. An evolving man understands that knowledge, discipline, and purpose equals freedom. He's still mesmerized to some degree. He still thinks a woman allure can captivate him. But once you become sovereign, you understand that a woman's power is real. That's why when people say women got power, well, they do have power, but you got power too. And she has no power but the power that you give her. Once you understand how much power you have within yourself and the power to walk away, that's when you're actually walking in your masculinity. When you are centered, you choose not react. Most men are not centered. Most men have not went through all their requisite stages of psychosocial development. Some men attachments are off. They got insecure attachments. The master path, he knows his value. That's the path that all men should take. He sets standards. He protects his energy. He leads with purpose. He attracts respect, and he keeps his position. Women are attracted to masculine men that are willing to walk away. Because watch this. If a woman is really for you, she's going to stay in your life. If she's not, then she's going to walk away. If she walk away, you still win. So It gets better, guys, with time. It gets so better with time. Like Mike Jones said, back then she didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all on me. It gets better with time, guys. It gets so much better with time. Who I am now is not who I was in my 30s, my 20s, and in my 50s now. And if I was a single man again, I wouldn't get married to the typical woman in America. Most don't qualify. So this is me when I was, I think I was 34 in this picture. You know, I was wearing my locks in rebellion to some degree. That was me when I was about 35. I was 35 in this picture. That's about 20 years ago. And I've always been between evolving and sovereign. I'm sovereign now. I haven't always been that way. There have been times where I vacillated between being compromised and evolving. But I will argue that I'm more sovereign now. I'm not 100% sovereign, but I'm more between evolving and sovereign now. And so this means when I was 35. I was in undergraduate in this picture. That's me when I was 5 years later. It was about 43. That's when I was at UNC Chapel Hill. I go by the name Black Ice. Smooth and chocolate, man. You know, I ain't trying to toot my own horn, but that's a fine black man right there. That's a bad black man. Quiet Storm Top Gun. 6'6" with shoes on, man. That's a bad man. But that was me when I was like 44, 43, 44. If I was a bad man, if I was a single man back then, or even now, I could have been a bad man. But I choose not to do that. But I would have been a bad man. I would have had my choices picked. Easy. Yeah. He went through years of simp fishing, man. He went through years of giving his hard-earned money away. Revelator. Went through years of doing it. Yep, Nigerians are known for doing it. Yep. Yeah, she had to let them down easy, but there we're all good people. But we all in purgatory. You got to watch it. Yeah, you're right, brother. Now, this is at my class reunion. These are some of the brothers. This guy over here, he making six figures. To the far right, I don't know about my man over here to the left, to the left, but it gets better for men. These brothers are in their 50s, man. You know, that's why I said, and I'm sure some of them have dyed their beard, but when you're a silver fox, you don't sell it for mediocrity, man. If you're an older man that's in good shape, you got your pension, man, you can have what you want. You could demand what you want. Because you come with premium price now. You're not mesmerized by love no more. And most of these women don't have nothing to offer but unregistered cat. And it's not even registered. It's unregistered. Unregistered cat. But these brothers are guys I went to high school with. Some of these guys probably were called lames in high school. But you go back and look at some of the girls you went to high school with, man, they fell off bad, man. And this, once again, from 2 weeks ago, this is me at my class reunion. You know, that's that unk swag. Like the young folks say, stop playing. That's that unk swag. That's that unk swag, man. Like the young folks, that's pressure. That's kosher pressure right there. Right chair. That's what the young folks say. Right, them country folks say right chair. That's kosher pressure right there, man. And trust and believe. If I was a single man again, or off the market, oh yeah, I'm very expensive. You would have to really prove yourself worthy to be on my arm. You wouldn't be no average woman would be on my arm. You would have to be an exceptional woman to earn my last name. Because I'm refined now, man. You know, the ones I thought were pretty in school and high school back in the man, I'm not mesmerized by them. They fell off, man. They fell off bad, man. You got to give me something more than some cat and some steroids chicken. You got to give me something more. But anyway, guys, this is it. This is it. Shout out to my man Tyson Watts. This is it, guys. We're going to end it here. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I hope you guys learned something. I hope when I do these streams, y'all get something from it. Because I want to see you guys win, man. I don't want you guys to be simp-fished. Oh, let me get one more, guys, then we're going to end it. I think I got one more clip I want to show y'all of this old boomer. This boomer simp. So don't be this guy right here. now look at her body language. Look at this dummy. Look at this dumb simp. This fool is 80 years old. Now this man know good and well this young pretty girl don't want him, man. You know this girl don't want you. But he got his arm around her and said, "We get married." He don't look bad for 80. He don't look bad for 80, man, but you about dead, man. You might got a good 10 years left. He don't look bad for his age. He doesn't look bad. I give him that. He don't look bad for 80. But look at the body language, and he's still big. You can't be that old and that goofy, man.
Well,
when you're that old and you're that goofy, that means you have arrested development. That means that chronologically you might be 80, but developmentally you're a whole lot younger than what you present.
Steve, and I'm aged 80.
Marianne, I'm from Colombia and I'm 22 years old. I'm on a 90-day visa to marry Simon.
His name's Steve.
Oh.
She called him Simon. She don't even know his name. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Steve. I think he is about 42 years old.
Well, we're just waiting for my wife to arrive. Yeah, well, my kids don't think she's going to come, but I told them she's got the visa. We wouldn't have gone through all that business if she wasn't going to come. So she's come over here on a fiancé visa, and under the immigration rules, we have 90 days in which to get married. There she is.
I like he is England man. He is English passport and he is English face, and I like this.
Shouldn't you help with the suitcases?
No. The Colombians like to keep their hands on their own things.
You know, come pick me up from airport.
So lovely. I'm picking you up. This is the airport. We can't park.
How did you guys meet?
We met at a bar. I was not 32 years old.
Well, we're just waiting for my wife to arrive. Yeah, well, my kids don't think she's going to come, but I told them she's got the visa. We wouldn't have gone through all that business if she wasn't going to come. So she's come over here on a fiancé visa, and under the immigration rules, we.
Let me tell you guys something about how men operate. You know, me and my dad had a conversation. My dad is 83. Shout out to my dad. Shout out to Pops, man. I love my dad. My mom died last year, man, and my dad is so funny. You know, we were laughing. You know, I really love to have conversations with my father now. But I asked my dad, I said, "Dad, if you ever got married again, which he said he would never do, would you marry a woman your age?" And my dad said, "I don't want no old woman." My dad is 83. But he said he don't want an old woman. He said he want a woman in her 50s to 60s. That's what my dad said, man. So a man's desire for younger women doesn't go away because of age. Men are genetically hardwired for younger women. And don't let nobody shame you into feeling like you have to date a woman your age. Some of these same women were dating older men when they were in high school. If you get with a younger woman, ride with that, man.
We have 90 days in which to get married. There she is.
I like he is England man. He is English passport and he is English face, and I like this.
Shouldn't you help with the suitcases?
No. The Colombians like to keep their hands on their own things.
You not come pick me up from airport?
So lovely. I'm picking you up. This is the airport. We can't park.
How did you guys meet?
We met at a bar. I was not really interested.
It's difficult to park. It's difficult and expensive to park at the airport.
We take the train
Oh, come on.
from Colombia.
I was on a tour of South America. Went to Colombia. Went into a bar. And there was this group of lovely girls in there. Well, although I say it myself, I think just about every one of them.
All right, guys, we're going to stop it here. I think you guys get the gist of the story. But your masculinity is expensive. Never sell away for cheap, guys. So we're going to end it here, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Shout out to the #1 sponsor of the stream, Brother Ray Johnson, followed by Quiet Storm, followed by Gregory Scotland, followed by Top Gun. And if I miss anybody else, guys, please forgive me. Thank you, guys. Always a pleasure to bring y'all content. I got some things up my sleeve where I'm going to take this channel at. I've been very busy. That's why I don't do as much content now. I'm running my business. But I'm about to get my studio, my office studio remodeled. I'm about to get me one of those standing desks. It's going to be nasty. And so I got some stuff up my sleeve, man. But in the meantime, guys, thank you for being so kind. I really appreciate it, guys. And I will be seeing you guys real soon. Guys, share the stream, hype this video, and y'all be well, man.
I ran up a check, I might do it again. Enemies close, had me thinking 10 toes down, I'll be free until the end. Crib outside the city, I don't feel safe in my hands. Took so many years, I'm just waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up, I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up, I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what.
choose wisely.